Fire Safety, Sherry Aldridge.
I fell in love in the 3rd grade. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. My teacher brought in the firemen, and they brought us the red hat. I will never forget it. I fell in love. They also brought us a plan, an evacuation plan. I really enjoyed this too. I got to take it home and drive my parents insane as they tried to come up with an evacuation plan. And they knew I was going to take it back to school, and they were going to be judged by all the other parents. It was a lot of fun. And from that class and my love of the red hat, I kept what I learned from those firemen the rest of my life. I really understand a lot about what I should do in case of fire. Where I work, they have fire drills. Thinking about it, the last fire drill we had, I was in the conference room. And the fire drill began to go. And it went. Oh my God. Okay, after I could get over the sound, I got up, and just like I'm supposed to, I headed to the nearest entrance. I just took a little tiny side step to go to my office to get my purse. I have to have my purse. And you know what? Just in case it was a real fire, I took some paperwork with me. But I went very quickly back to the nearest route to get out of the building. And we all stood out there and chatted at our posts until we waved the fire drill over and we went back in. Like I said, I learned a lot about what I should do in case of fire. Not long after that, a coworker of mine went to see why our computers were not functioning right. And he went to the computer room. Before he opened the door, he noticed lots of smoke was coming out from under the door. And he thought about it, and then he knew. And now you know. Yes, he got to do what we all dream about doing. How many times have you passed the fire alarm? How many times have you wanted to turn it on and hear it go? And he got that opportunity. Now, I know we don't want a real fire. We just want to pull the fire alarm. So he went to it. It was his time. The smoke was coming out, a real fire. And he went and he got his alarm. And he pulled it down and nothing. It didn't work. So we had to run through the whole building and tell everybody, we have a fire, exit the building. Of course, I took my purse, but we got out of the building safely. Everything was fine. We stood together and waited. The fire department came. They put out the fire. And then they put caution tape around the door. And they were very serious. And yes, they were wearing the red hats, which reminded me about fire safety. So I got my reminder. And we waited, and they said, no, go back in the building. It's not safe. And we all said, yeah, okay, we understand. And we watched as the fire truck went down the street, out of sight, around the corner. And then, like a pack of dogs, we ran into the building, into a dark hallway, and realized we don't have a re-enter plan. We looked at each other, what we could see of each other, and then we knew what to do. And we pulled out our cell phones and used them for light so we could go in and see the burned room. Somebody had a little light bulb on their phone, so I guess that could be considered a light. And what I learned from that is always have a light with you. So I keep little lights on my keychain. They look cute, and I always have a light in case I need it. So I learned a lot from that. But you know, all of that made me think. I am concerned about safety, and I've seen about fire in your engine in your car. So I have always kept a fire extinguisher in the back of my car. In fact, I have kept it there so long, it was beginning to rust. And after all this happened and the fire alarm didn't go off, I think, I wonder if that fire extinguisher works. So I just figured, yeah, it's probably works. Now I have a hatchback, and one day I needed to move a bookshelf. So I got the hatchback open, got the bookshelf, kind of wrestled it in, got it in the car, shut the hatchback, everything's fine. I got in the front seat. It was really hot. I could feel a lot of heat. I thought, oh, it's too hot. So I took my sweater off and I tossed it into the back. And then I heard, shh. And I saw all this white powder coming out throughout the car, and I had to jump out. I was safe. I got out of the car. My suggestion, do not test your fire extinguisher on yourself. It does work. That was the good news. So from all these things, I look back in the 3rd grade and all the things that they had told us, and I realized when you have a fire drill, don't go for your purse. Go the nearest exit. Forget the re-enter plan. And if you're going to use a fire extinguisher, have them throughout your house and make sure you test them, but not on yourself.